No runs scored. No runs scored. That would just be a single, one added to the total. That ball's racing away to the boundary, four added to the total. That would just be a single, one added to the total. That ball's racing away to the boundary, four added to the total. When the big appeal, well, the decision is not out. That ball's going all the way for six. Two runs added to the score. That ball's racing away to the boundary, four added to the total. That ball's going all the way for six. No runs scored. That ball's racing away to the boundary, four added to the total. Leg buys. That would just be a single, one added to the total. That would just be a single, one added to the total. Got him with a safe pair of hands. Got him with a safe pair of hands. Thought it would just be a single, one added to the total. That ball's going all the way for 6. Thought it would just be a single, one added to the total. Well, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, it is our first time trying these graphics and what have you. We're having a few teething problems, but we'll get there. And whoever's just clicked off, give me a chance, will you? England 88 for 2 now, and I'm on 81. Let's give us a 6 and a single. The score was right, 88 for 2. Live chat's open. Feel free to come and hurl some abuse. Bit of loose fielding there. We'll have one of these. That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. It's all right. They're just having a break at the minute, so I'm kind of composing myself, and I'll have a big gin and tonic if you don't mind. That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. Believe it or not, I'm up to date. The score was right. I'm logged into the right channel now, which always helps. Picking a T20 match is a bit of a baptism of fire. It's so fast-paced. Maybe a test match would have been a little bit better to iron a few of the issues out. Thought it would just be a single, one added to the total. That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. Thought it would just be a single, one added to the total. Thought it would just be a single, one added to the total. I'm sure they don't have these kind of problems with test match cricket. I need a full production crew for this. Thank you for the gin and tonic, Frankie. Definitely need it. With a metal straw. I've never had a metal straw before. It's better than them paper ones that you get that disintegrate and you've got to suck. It's like sucking a golf ball through a hose pipe, trying to get anything from a fast food chain begins with M. Thought it would just be a single, one added to the total. Thought it would just be a single, one added to the total. There's a bit of a mix-up. It's a risky run. Big appeal for a run out. ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. Going along quite nicely, England. Bethel's on 13, Salt's on 42. Got him with a safe pair of hands. Shouldn't have said anything, should I? Bethel goes for 13. Face 9 deliveries. Bold. Harsh hit. I got the Indian team as well about 2 seconds before they came out onto the field. Nothing like what it was supposed to be. England on Nelson as well. 111 for 3. Tom Bantam, the batsman in, I've not even got him down as playing for England at the moment. Didn't make much difference. He's on his way back to the sheds without scoring. I'm going to have to go through England's lineup as well. On 11 for 4, Nelson is striking. Thought it would just be a single, 1 added to the total. Thought it would just be a single, 1 added to the total. Don't worry, I will sort England's line-up. They always put them out about 30 seconds before the match starts. That's the problem. That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. Well, that's mate. I hope you're doing well. What does Mahmood bowl, please? That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. Mahmood, he's a right-arm fast bowler, mate. Frankie's saying hi, Daz. Bet you enjoyed the Wigan win over the weekend, didn't you, mate? That was some brutal rugby league match, that was. Some injuries come out of it as well. Hey, Frankie James, you can give me a lift. I've got the perfect job for you. Not like that. Thought it would just be a single, 1 added to the total. I'm liking this metal straw as well, by the way. I'm assuming it is a straw and it's not just a piece of pipe that you've put in my drink. Thought it would just be a single, 1 added to the total. Thought it would just be a single, 1 added to the total. That's a 50 up for Phil Salt. 2 runs added to the score. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. Smoothing a few of the problems out now. Still, you can ignore that England team lineup on the left-hand side. We'll get that sorted though. Frankie James is the person for that. Come on, Frankie, sort it out. I'm not sure, Daz, whether they've cut a new wicket. But I know when I was watching before the start of this game, they were walking around it as they do, inspecting it, and they were saying, oh, it looks a good batting wicket, and it looks like the wicket to the left of it could have been the one that they used for the test match. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. Tell you what, I'm loving this weather. Apart from, I'm sat with no top on in a leather Chesterfield chair. I'm kind of sticking to it a little bit. Small price to pay though. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. I'm not sure, Daz, who's going to be bowling against Pakistan. Archer's going to be there, isn't he? No Ben Stokes, thank goodness. Been good for England in the past, but no use to us now. Ollie Robinson will probably play. And whether Fisher will get a look in, I don't know. But yeah, interesting question that, mate. Time will tell. That ball's going all the way for 6. That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. I'm sure it does whether Atkinson will play or not. It depends whether he's got anything else on. I know he didn't play last time because his wife had a baby. So I'm pretty sure that was the case. Also, we had, was it him? Also, we had the incident with Stokes, didn't he? He's well and truly back in the fold now, though, so hopefully he'll knuckle down. So it could be Stokes, we got Archer, we got Robinson. But I'm not too bothered about this year. It's next year I'm looking at. The Australians are going to be absolutely relishing playing against us if we carry on like we are at the minute. Got to get out of this Bazball mentality. No good for Test cricket. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. And I've got a piece of paper with all my hotkeys on it. Can't even read my own writing now. Looks like a spider's crawled across that page. No run scored. That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. England 149 for 4, just 1 short of 150. Run rate's 9.51, so that's pretty good. Thought it would just be a single, one added to the total. Two runs added to the score. Got a Jack Russell. Got a Jack Russell sat in the window. What is she, 8 months old? As soon as an ant goes by, she's It's because we've got mute on this microphone. That ball's going all the way for 6. Got him with a safe pair of hands. I hope it's not going to be one of them innings where when you're looking to accelerate towards the end you can't because you run out of batters. That ball's going all the way for 6. That ball's going all the way for 6. This way to end the over that with a big clog over the boundary for 6. Harsh it to continue. That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. Got to be looking for 200 now, England. 200 plus. That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. Two runs added to the score. If you could see this paper, you can. This is where all my hotkeys are. Absolute shambles, Jimmy. Shambles. Wide ball. Two runs added to the score. So 2 overs left in this England innings. They've done pretty well so far, to be honest. I mean, in fairness, this is probably practice for their test match batting. They'll bat like this when they've got 5 days to go. Still fed up about that performance against New Zealand. Let it go, Jimmy, let it go. Zax is on 12, Curran's on 32. It's Prince to continue. When a big appeal. Well, the decision is not out. That'll just be a single, one added to the total. Oh, he's put it down. The bowler looks disappointed. There's a bit of a mix-up. It's a risky run. Big appeal for a run out. They took a chance and paid the price. He's got to go. Well, Daz Reynolds says England to win. Are you confident though, Daz? That's the question. Are you confident? We've got something. We've got something to defend. Daz Reynolds says, who would open the bowling with Jofra? Are we talking today, mate, or further down the line? If it was me, I'd open with spin today on this pitch. That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. If it was me, mate, I'd go with some slow ball and make them hit the ball. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. Three balls left on 198. Should get us over the 200 mark for sure. At least it's going to cause a little bit of a problem for India. They're going to have to apply themselves, that's for sure, but they're well capable of doing it, especially on this wicket. There's a bit of a mix-up. It's a risky run. Big appeal for a run out. They took a chance and paid the price. He's got to go. As I would, mate, I'd do something different, because if we just go with medium pace on this, or that the ball's going to fly off Archer like an exocet missile. At least if we make the Indians hit the ball, there's a chance of it going a little bit askew and finding a fielder. I think if we just go all out pace from the start, they're going to be around 60, 70 in the blink of an eye. Unless we bowl really well and they bat really badly, in which case it could be game on. But at least we've set a target of 202 to win. So, you know, we've got a little bit of something to defend. But on this wicket, outfield's quick as well. We're going to be up against it, I think. At least it's nice and easy for working out the run rate per over. Are you watching this, Daz, or joining in with me, or are you working, or are you not able to watch it? This is the first one we've ever done like this, and it's been a little bit of a nightmare, but we'll get there with it. The plan is to get it so that it's almost like watching the action live. It's just a little bit more interactive than just hearing somebody talk about it. Going to have to sort England's lineup out now, that is for sure. They do it with the football as well. It's an absolute pain in the arse. They put the team lineups out half an hour with the cricket. It's not long enough. We need more time than that. An hour is kind of pushing it as well. Daz is watching Wimbledon. I take it that's the tennis, not the football. Should have some music on now while there's a break, liven it up a little bit. And Daz Reynolds says tennis. What did you think about Serena Williams playing that joint? I'm glad she didn't win that in a way, because it would have been a great story in that, but it wouldn't have been a good advertisement for women's tennis, would it? If a 44-year-old, if she rocks up and comes and beats some young 20-year-old, all right, she's been injured, but she still must be fitter as well. She put up a good performance, but yeah, time to move on now. Same with Ronaldo at football and Messi. They're going to be playing when they're in Zimmer frames. Well, they'll have Zimmer frames once they get out of the wheelchairs on the way to the stadium. Let some young blood play now. Not long, Daz. They're on the way back out now. I've just updated the England team as it should be. I shudder to think what Tong's going to do on this wicket against the Indian batsmen that are looking to score. He could take 3 for 10, but he could also go for 70. He's unpredictable, to say the least, is Josh Tong. I mean, this Indian lineup that I've got is probably nothing like. I better update that as well. Next innings begins. It's going to be Jofra Archer. Two runs added to the score. Yeah, I think Tong does play against Pakistan, mate. I think he's got to. He's just got that something about him that he can be absolutely anything. He can be atrocious, but he can just pull an unplayable delivery out of nowhere, and that's what we need. That ball's going all the way for 6. That ball's going all the way for 6. Well, what were we just saying about Tong? First ball up, he bowls a rank full toss that gets launched for 6. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. That ball's going all the way for 6. Tong's got a concerned look on his face now. He's just been launched for 6 twice this over. He's not as concerned as the crowd though. You got to keep your wits about you when he's bowling and the Indians are batting. Them balls are coming your way. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. in with a safe pair of hands. I've always said Josh Jung's the man for the job. Gets his man, but at some cost. 23 for 1 now, India. And ignore that line up on the right hand side. Load of cobblers. We're worried about AI taking over the world. Can't even sort out a lineup. I keep hearing this thing about AI, and it says they're worried that if you give it instructions, if you give it an instruction to make paper clips, unless you tell it how many it wants to make, it'll start pulling steel from buildings and what have you. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but AI isn't going to be able to do that on its own. So unless you've got some absolutely idiot person who's going to start, although they are about, they walk amongst us. They call it the paperclip theory. If you've never heard of that, look it up. Brian Cox has probably come up with it. He likes talking bollocks. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. Like his theory on time travel. Can't be having that either. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. That ball's racing away to the boundary, 4 added to the total. We always say if you're going to flash hard. And Aishan definitely did there. He's on to 5. When a big appeal, he's caught behind, he's got to go. The bowler gets his man. And a hook there. I think he got some glove on it. That's what did for him. Surya Banshee, he goes for 13, 5 balls faced. That ball's racing away to the boundary, 4 added to the total. Some glum faces on that Indian bench. Still well in this at 34 for 2. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. No run scored. How exciting is a dot ball in T20 cricket? Very, I would say. That ball's going all the way for 6. Another valuable dot ball there for Tong. Still gone for 8 this over. Got him with a safe pair of hands. Son gets his man. Main thing is, though, it's another dot ball. Ishan Kishan goes for 13 runs. If your firstborn's called Ishan, don't give him the last name Ishan. That's a Ricky Gervais reference, by the way. Nothing against Ishan Kishan. Just wondering if it sounds like I'm sneezing over the mic when I say his name. Ishan Kishan. Archer 1 for 18 so far from 2 overs. Got him with a safe pair of hands. Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like the Indians are banging trouble. Jofra Archer gets his man again. Maybe it's the practice we had when we played Test cricket that's helping our T20 game. One for 4, India. $161 needed from 95 deliveries. They're well capable of it, but they're just going to run out of wickets, it looks like. Archer 2 for 18 is not bad at all. Tongs took a bit of a hammering though. But then he can get you a wicket from nowhere as well, as he has done. James is letting me down now. I'm almost out of gin and tonic. Do you know, I never used to drink gin and tonic until I went to Africa. When was that? Blimey, when I think back a long time ago, 14 years, 15 years, 14, 15 years, something like that. I got into gin and tonic when I was in Africa. Lovely drink. Cheap as chips as well in Zambia and Zimbabwe. Cheaper than water. Don't get the hangover as well that you do get with beer and other spirits. Only me personally, but everyone reacts differently. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. I'm almost afraid to say it, but are England on top in this match? No run scored. Run rate's not a problem for India at the moment. Loss of wickets is. That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. I'm not surprised T20 is as popular as it is because it's all action. It's just that test match cricket for me, a happy medium is a 50 over game. That ball's going all the way for 6. When a big appeal, he's caught behind, he's got to go. The bowler gets his man. Well, India, they are going for these runs, but they're losing wickets as well. The prior ball to that wicket that Archer's just took, Axar Patel, it was a 90-mile-an-hour delivery. He just rocked out the way of it, put his bat up to it, chipped it over the wicket-keeper, and it flew for 6. It's the modern game. Like I was saying, it's exciting as well, especially for the fans, but for me, I just love the purity, the mental struggle, the challenge that you get from test match cricket. A happy medium is the one days where it's 50 overs, per side. But I just go back to when I was a kid back in the 1970s, when the great West Indian teams came over to the UK and you had Malcolm Marshall, Joe Garner, oh my word, Michael Holding. An absolute battle. I love the battle of Michael Atherton when one of my favourite bowlers of all time, Curtly Ambrose, as you can probably tell from the animations, some of the battles Michael Atherton had with Curtly Ambrose. Fantastic to watch. Dennis Lilly, Malcolm Marshall, Joe Garner, like I said, Michael Holding. Superb bowlers. England turn to spin. Jack. No run scored. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. Shit, still to score. This will be his first ball he's faced. Tilak, he's on 2. That'll just be a single, 1 added to the total. No run scored. No run scored. No run scored. Well, that's good over from Jack, just 2 from it. That required run rate, it's creeping up. Now we're going to see Rashid as well. That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. Well, that's not the best start. A rank long up. But it would just be a single, 1 added to the total. No run scored. No run scored. We balls left in this over, just 5 from it. This is what England need. But it would just be a single, 1 added to the total. So India, 60 for 5, struggling a little bit. Falling behind that run rate now. The thing is, the run rate's not the problem. It's a loss of 5 wickets that is. Sorry for the teething problems. This is the first time we've done this kind of interactive stream. We'll get there in the end though. Well, the decision is not out. 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 Has he not? Or he's let go of the ball before he's hit the decision is not out. The Indian batsman's well out of his crease. The decision well out of his crease. Butler's not taking the ball completely cleanly. It's right on the end of the gloves, and as he's gone towards the wicket, the decision is not out. Well, he's taking that. That should be out. Well, the decision is not out at the moment. I've got a feeling there's a review coming here, though. The decision is not out. I've got a feeling there's a review coming. Well, the decision is not out. Well, the decision is out. Well, now he is going to go. It wasn't clean, but it was clean enough. Another wicket goes for India. 60 for 6 and struggling. When a big appeal. Well, the decision is not out. When a big appeal. Well, the decision is not out. Well, convinced with that stumping. Joss Butler. I think he thought he'd made a right bollocks of it, but he hadn't. England were 67 for 1 after 8 overs. India are 63 for 6. How nice to watch an England game where we're kind of on the front foot rather than being behind the 8 ball, as the saying goes. Will England win this T20 International? Yes, say 67%. Thought it might be higher than that. Maybe the Indians have cried off now, it's not looking too good. You've deserted your team, have you? I jest, of course. When a big appeal, he's caught behind, he's got to go. The bowler gets his man. Tongue's on fire. That was an under-edge from Doob. He's got to go. The Indian fans are still smiling, although there's a couple in the crowd there who aren't. You can't win them all. And it's arse deep in. India 63 for 7 and banging trouble. I'm only making the most of saying it because you don't often hear that when they play in England, do you? Although when it comes to T20, we do have a competitive team. 139 needed from 70 deliveries. A few of the Indian fans are leaving the ground. What's all that about? Do you know, for some reason, I've just seen Harry Brook smiling there and that, and it really gets on my goat. Shouldn't do, but it does. After that poor performance against New Zealand he put in. Making runs, but never going to last, and not what we needed. We needed someone to dig in. A good long innings, not to go and score 40, 50, 60, 70 quickly and then get out. It's not what was required. No run. Well, there was one run there, but it went straight up in the air. There's 3 England players gone for it. In the end, nobody went for the catch. Is that Curran and Butler? It is. They both stopped. To me, to you, like the Chuckle brothers. In the end, nobody went for it. Curran apologises. Archer can't quite believe what's happened. And normal services resumed for England. Calamity. I mean, we can laugh about it now because this game's done. But surely to goodness you can sort that out. 2 of you between you stood there. Which one's going to take it? Not Curran and Butler. Too difficult to shout, it's mine. Rashid to continue. Two runs added to the score. India still banging trouble. I mean, it's a done deal now, this one. Got him with a safe pair of hands. This is an capitulation, a collapse by India now. They're doing an England on England. Folding like a cheap deck chair as soon as the pressure's on. England are good at that as well in the test match. Just ask New Zealand. Indian bench, why so glum? Maybe because you're getting a bit of a thumping. England will be taking a 2-0 lead in this 5-set series as well. First one was a washout. Best the Indians can do is get a draw now. I wonder if the fans will still turn up. I reckon so. Not just glory hunters, the Indian fans, are they? They'll be looking to at least tie this series. When a big appeal. Well, the decision is not out. Easy single there for India, but England will be happy with that. India don't need singles, they need a miracle, I would say. Under the 10th over. 70 for 8, India. England have absolutely dominated this third T20 International. I wish we were as competitive in the test arena. We just definitely aren't. It's going to be tongue to continue for England. 3. Well, Harshit refused an easy single there. It doesn't trust Varane. I think he's just delaying the inevitable. No run scored. Got him with a safe pair of hands. Well, that was a great catch that from Bantam. Rana, he's got to go. Shit, Rana, 9 runs, 13 balls faced. India, 70 for 9 and bang in trouble. Good catch that because it went at pace. No run scored. Just having a look at that catch again from Bantam. Good catch, got 2 hands to it as well, diving to his left hand side. Tongue, 4 for 26. Two runs added to the score. 4 for 28, Josh Tongue finished with. 12 dot balls as well. That's the thing, he can be anything. He can get clattered all over like he did with his first delivery, or he can get you 4 wickets. You just never know. Rashid to continue. No run scored. That's not Deirdre, by the way. If you're a Coronation Street fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. No run scored. That ball's racing away to the boundary. 4 added to the total. Holding. Well, that's it. England have done it. Our first nightmare stream with our new graphics and our new setup. Interactive. Must be a good omen for England. They've won by 124 runs. Poor performance by India tonight. We're normally saying that about England. All these little teething problems. But we'll get there. Better to have the animations than just somebody talking at you and telling you what's going on. Don't need to break any copyright rules or anything like that. Thanks to Daz Reynolds for joining me in live chat. Frankie James as always for most of the evening. I did request a gin and tonic earlier. Not the fastest service, I've got to say. But I can put up with it. Right, quick shout out. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. If you can ping that notifications bell, we'd be ever so grateful. And if you like the stream, you must have been off your rocker, but we appreciate it. So if you can give us a like, that'd be fantastic. I don't know where all of my my banners have gone and what have you on this stream now. But we've done it anyway. This is our first one. So it's been a bit of a suck it and see one. OBS logged me into the wrong YouTube account and wrong Google account and nightmare. The fans been blowing me paperwork all over the place. So it's not been the most professional streams, but at the end of the day, we're not professionals. It's just one man and two dogs, who you probably hear in the background now and again. Not forgetting Frankie James, of course. Like she forgets me. I thought she'd have live chat on. I was requesting me gin and tonic. It's only just appeared now, an hour later. Dying of lack of hydration here. Dehydrated. That's all for tonight. Thanks for joining me. Please hit that sub button. It gets better than this, don't worry. Just a test, as we said. We'll see you real soon. Bye for now.